Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday evening chat. I hope this time works out for many of you because I know that it is a bit, let's say, late on the East Coast and a little bit on the early evening side here on the West Coast. But overall, things are looking good. And we are here and ready. Let me know where you're watching from, by the way. And I apologize for this weird light here that's kind of shining down. It's kind of very ominous, really. But it's basically the overhead lighting in this room. I've never done a live from my office since the time change. So it's completely pitch black dark here in Las Vegas. So I don't have a light in front of my computer. It's just the overall ceiling light. And that is why you have this. So again, my apologize if that is just a little bit distracting. But anyway, I hope that you are doing really, really well. And I hope that you had a fantastic day and a fantastic week as we lead up to Thanksgiving week. Hard to believe that we are already there. And it is November 21st already. Yikes. Wow. Anyway, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know how the weather is. I heard that the weather is kind of crazy all over the board in the Northwest. I know that they were dealing with a lot of wind and a lot of rain. And also in the Midwest, you got your snow, your first snow of the season. And I know it's been balmy in the tropical places that we're used to hearing some of those warmer weather from. But anyway, I just wanted to say hello to each and every one of you. And I hope that you are doing fantastic here on this Thursday evening. So whatever you're drinking, it's water for me. Nothing too exciting here because I got a long evening of work ahead of me. But that's okay because why? I love it. I love what we do together. And this is one of my favorite things I love to do. So, of course, chat with you in a live format from my office. It doesn't get much better than this. And of course, we're talking about not only our trips that we have coming up, but a brand new one that I am so excited to launch. And I am so excited to hear your responses from it. And fingers crossed, we get a good response so we can make this trip happen. So we say hi to you in Ann Arbor. Hi, Aileen, Judy. We got Paige, Martha, Gary, John, Mary, Edie, Nancy, Jackie. So many of you are watching from all across the country. That once again, I hope that you are having a fantastic night. 55 of you right now. The number continues to come up. So again, great to have you, whether you're watching from Facebook or whether you're watching from YouTube. Again, good to have you here. All right, so our trip coming up is in 2026, and I'll talk more about that here, the brand new trip coming up. But I also kind of want to give you a little bit of a lineup and let you know where we are if you're thinking of doing some other trip. So first off, our 2025 lineup, again, coming our way in February is New Zealand and Australia. That's in the green, so there still are rooms available, be it limited inventory, but still there are rooms available for New Zealand and Australia. So if you do want in on this, time is a ticking on this one. But again, most of the ship is sold out, very limited inventory there. We have our Bermuda, Charleston, and Martha's Vineyard trip that is now officially sold out. That is May 8th through the 18th. No rooms left on the entire ship. If you are interested in joining our wait list, please let me know and I will get you on the wait list. And if anyone does cancel on that, I can get you in. So again, that trip is sold out. We have the Arctic expedition where we go all the way to Svalbard. That's in the orange. That means that there's very limited inventory on that. Only 2 staterooms left on that. We only have a limited availability for our Venice and Jewels of Veneto river cruise. Again, not so much a river cruise. It's more of a cruise throughout Venice, as well as Murano, Burano, Chioggia, and different places in the lagoon. So once again, that is going to be a very intimate, great cruise, and that is on July 10th. We have our Alaska cruise tour, which I will be talking much more about this evening. That leaves on August 29th to September 11th of next year. We do have space on that. Only a couple cabins left for the Canadian Maritimes and the James Beard Foundation Culinary Cruise. Again, that is in October. We have our first land trip, so no cruise involved in that. That is Cuba, and we have that coming up in November, and that is sold out, a wait list on that. And then we have our Christmas markets on the Danube. Again, that is sold out as well. Again, wait list on that one for December of 2025. For 2026, we have our Southern Caribbean cruise. which is a great itinerary that's really going all the way down to some amazing, amazing places in the Southern and Eastern Caribbean. That's on board the brand new Celebrity Ascent. That still has plenty of availability on it. But then we start looking at some availability that is not as great and limited availability coming up for Antarctica. If you've ever wanted to go to Antarctica, please, please, please look at this. Send us our way on e-brochure request. And that is what we are looking at here when we are talking about Antarctica, because it is really and truly one of the best trips I have ever, ever, ever done. It gets you to the seventh continent, and I will tell you, you'll be walking amongst the penguins, and it really is a truly unbelievable trip. Very limited space on that one for our Antarctica expedition. For March, we have Cambodia and Vietnam. That is on AMA Waterways. That, again, very limited. I do have some spots left. In fact, I have 4 remaining spots left on Cambodia and Vietnam. So if you're interested in that, please, please, please send us a request for an e-brochure, and we will get you that. I have 4 coupons left, which means I have 4 spots at an additional discount. So once again, that's for Cambodia and Vietnam, March of 2026. The new edition debuts tonight. That's for May 22nd to June 2nd. Then, of course, we're going back to the Galapagos for the inner islands on board Flora. That's July 3rd. August for the Solar Eclipse Quest. That is sold out. And October, the Stars of South Africa, also sold out. So those trips are, again, waitlist only. And then we do have space for the India's Golden Triangle on Uniworld. And if you have or ever been to India before or ever wanted to go to India, this is really the best way of doing it, because we have our sunrise and sunset times over on the Taj Mahal. We are going to be going up the Ganges River. I mean, truly going to be an unbelievable experience in India. Again, that is going to be November 5th through the 17th. All right, once again, that is what we've got here for you, and that is 2025 and 2026 lineup. All right, so I want to chat much more about our upcoming trip, which is in 2026. And our 2026 cruise is going to be a little bit closer to home. So if you don't want to travel overseas, say to Europe or even to Asia or to Australia or to Antarctica, we have an amazing trip that is literally in our backyard. And you might have heard me talk about this earlier, which of course is a post that was here on Facebook about, I would say, a month and a half, 2 months ago. And we are talking about visiting, what was it? Yes, you are correct. The Great Lakes. And the Great Lakes is somewhere we will take you in 2026 on board the Pearl Mist. Take a look at a sneak peek of our newest Sail with Seth adventure as we travel from the Great Lakes, the city of Toronto, till Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Take a look. And that takes us to our Great Lakes and Georgian Bay cruise. That is May 22nd to June 2nd of 2026. If you have any questions on this, please go ahead and ask those questions. And we have Joy, our social media manager, standing by answering some of those questions. And I will be going through our, of course, the questions here. And if you want an e-brochure on this, please, we have Mariah standing by to send you an e-brochure on this. So send us an email, Seth@sailwithseth.com. If you want the e-brochure with pricing. Again, I can't talk about pricing here as we are live, and there are many states that have different rules about travel advertisements, but we can certainly let you know about pricing via our e-brochure. We start in Toronto, in Ontario, and we will be there the night before the cruise, and then we board the ship in Toronto. We go to Niagara Falls on the Canadian side, Cleveland, Ohio, the home of the Rock and Roll Music Museum, Detroit, Michigan, home of Motown, and we have tours in Parry Sound, Ontario, Midland, Ontario. We have a sea day, if you will. We'll be cruising the Great Lakes. Sault Ste. Marie in Ontario, we get to see the Sioux Locks. Mackinac Island, of course, no cars on Mackinac Island. So we will be exploring Mackinac Island, eating fudge, having some great times in Mackinac. We've got Muskegon and Holland, Michigan before we overnight and debark the ship in Milwaukee. This is really an amazing and unique opportunity. Again, we need you to please send us an email. Okay, send us an email asking for information on this trip. So again, email us, Seth@sailwithseth.com, and email us because we want to give you the opportunity to, of course, have this trip. And it's when you factor everything in, it really is a wonderful value. And I'll talk much more about that coming up here in just a moment. But once again, this is what you want to do. You want to email us. Again, Seth@sailwithseth.com. We're not going to have we don't have anyone screening Facebook and sending you to Facebook in the sense that there is information here. So once again, Toronto down to Milwaukee and all points in between. All right. We'll talk much more about that's coming up here. And I want to show you the actual map. I love how Michigan just stands out from all the rest here. The mitten, that's what they call it. Of course, you have Michigan smack dab in the middle of your screen. We start in Toronto. And I noticed a comment that came through asking if we have a hotel in Toronto yet. We do not have a hotel in Toronto yet, but I will be looking for one. It gets in 2026. So hotel availability isn't quite out there yet. But I suggest that you come in the night before. But those are details that we can arrange coming up here. Take a look. We go from Toronto, which is an amazing city in itself, to Niagara Falls to Cleveland, Cleveland to Detroit, and you follow the red line there. And not only do you get to experience the Great Lakes, but you also experience the Georgian Bay. So on many cruise lines, it seems like you have to take 2 cruises to do this, but the Pearl Seas has an amazing itinerary for us. And that's, again, from Toronto till Milwaukee and all points in between. I have some pictures here to show you some differences. Of course, you have Toronto in your upper left-hand side. You have the Niagara Falls in the middle. You've got Cleveland in the right-hand corner. You've got Detroit in the lower left-hand corner. Mackinac Island, which, of course, is a horse-drawn carriage, which is pretty much how you have to get around Mackinac. And then you have Holland, Michigan, which is it's just a nice little display of some Dutch heritage that they have there in Holland, Michigan, with the windmills and the tulips. So again, this is fantastic. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is included in this tour? And this is what I want to tell you about. This is what is included. We have the 11-night cruise on board the Pearl Mist. Now, the Pearl Mist, by the way, is a fantastic ship that is designed to cruise the Great Lakes. There are no seasickness worries that you have to deal with. Nothing like that. Okay, my friends? This is a ship that we are going to be doing a lot of group activities on, that we are really going to be bonding over, because it is, say, a river cruise ship, but it's stacked up a bit bigger. So it's built a little bit differently. It's about 6,000 tons. So if you are familiar with smaller ships, it is definitely a smaller ship, but it's a great way of seeing the Great Lakes and all balconies. Even our solo rooms are balconies. So keep in mind that I do have a limited amount of solo rooms with a discounted solo supplement in this itinerary. Okay, I'll go over those numbers coming up here in just a bit. But once again, all your meals, including your complimentary wine and beer at lunch and dinner. You have complimentary coffees, tea, juices, bottled water, soft drinks. That's all included in your fare. We do have daily entertainment. There are lectures by historians and naturalists, local experts. They all come on board Pearl Seas, and they talk about, say, when we're in Sault Ste. Marie, the Sioux Locks itself. When we go to the Niagara Falls, we are going to be learning more about the Niagara Falls. So you do have some naturalists, you do have some historians on board that kind of bring you all across the stops from Toronto to Milwaukee and all points in between. If you're watching from the Midwest, this might be a wonderful way to explore your backyard. If you're watching from Canada and you want to explore a little bit more of some off the beaten places in Ontario that you might have not visited, this is the perfect cruise for you. Look at the dates, May 22nd to June 2nd. The weather will be fantastic in the Great Lakes. And this is why this cruise is going to be so fantastic, as the room service and the complimentary shore excursions are all included. Now, not all shore excursions are included. There are ones that you can purchase, and we'll go over which ones you can purchase and which ones are free in our Zoom meeting when we get together to go over some different things on the cruise, but select shore excursions are included. There's free Wi-Fi, so you don't have to worry about that. There's the complimentary daily cocktail hour, which is 1 hour prior to dinner. And of course, we're going to have many Sail with Seth get-togethers on board this trip. Now, when we're talking about numbers, we have 7 total single staterooms available. Okay, 7 single staterooms available on the Great Lakes cruise. We have 20 total staterooms available for this group. So once again, 20 staterooms. Out of those 20 staterooms, I was able to get 7 single staterooms here for this trip. Again, single staterooms come at a reduced single deposit and a reduced single supplement. So keep that in mind. So once again, 7 single staterooms are available. 20 total staterooms are available on the Great Lakes and the Georgian Bay cruise. So again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to go ahead and send us a note here, and we will certainly let you know how we are looking. But this trip really is fantastic. For our friends in the Northeast, it's a great way of heading over to Toronto, so easy. Seattle friends, there are new flights that are nonstop now to Toronto, thanks to Porter Airlines. Porter Airlines has just expanded at the SeaTac International Airport. So there are flights, and they're an Alaska Airlines partner. So I know my Seattle friends know that very well. So maybe you could use miles to get over to Toronto. And then from Milwaukee, there are Alaska Airlines flights that are straight over to Seattle. So again, for the most part, it's an easy, accessible trip. You don't have to travel very far to get there. And we are going to have a good number of people. So fingers crossed that we have enough. I have to have at least 10 staterooms to make this group happen. So if we're interested, please go ahead and let me know. Deposit is $900 on this cruise. You don't have to pay for anything else. You can, of course, pay it as you go, however you want. But on this cruise specifically, $900 per person is the deposit. Final payment is due at the beginning of 2026. So you've got plenty of time to find a roommate if you're interested in that. Or if you want to, secure your spot and then pay it off along the way, you could do that too. So bottom line is, I do need 10 people to make this group happen. There are going to be plenty of more surprises along the way. I don't want to give everything away just yet, but once again, that is what we have for you. So it's the Great Lakes cruise and the Georgian Bay. Once again, this cruise is going to be leaving May 22nd. So it really is a fantastic, fantastic journey through our backyard. And so many of us seem to have traveled so much overseas that we kind of neglect what we have on North America. So as we start in Toronto, we end in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee, a city I've never even been to yet. So I'm excited to check that one out on the list. And again, as you can see here, we've got some wonderful, wonderful stops that'll be made along the way. So Great Lakes and Georgian Bay exactly is what we have. And if you're looking for a roommate, hey, let me know. Send me an email. Seth@sailwithseth.com. Maybe the solo supplement's a little too much for you and you want to go ahead and do a roommate. Send me an email. I'll get you in touch with everyone. You can kind of make a small circle of friends, and then that way you can possibly meet a roommate here at Sail with Seth. So once again, single rooms are available. This cruise is going to be fantastic. I really do hope that we can go ahead and get some movement on this, as I was so excited to bring you this information, and of course, sailing the Great Lakes. All right. So again, Seth@sailwithseth.com is what you want to do there. All right, so let's talk about let's talk about the next trip, and then we're going to do some giveaways. All right. let's go ahead and do those giveaways here after we talk about our next trip, which, by the way, is, of course, Alaska, and our Alaska cruise tour, which takes place August 29th. Again, this is August 29th to September 11th on board the beautiful Celebrity Summit. This leaves Vancouver, BC, arrives into Seward, and then we have our land, which starts in Anchorage for the night, Talkeetna for the night, Denali for 2 nights, Fairbanks for 2 nights, and then we are once again leaving Fairbanks to go home. So it really is truly an amazing, amazing trip that starts in Vancouver and ends in Fairbanks, Alaska. This, of course, is the last cruise of the season and the last cruise tour of the season for next year. And the reason that we're doing the last one of the season is, of course, the Northern Lights. And the Northern Lights are going to be out and about and shining, fingers crossed, because September is one of the best months in all of Alaska to see the Northern Lights. Here's a quick view, a couple-minute view of what we can experience on our Alaska cruise tour on board Celebrity Summit. Take a look at this. And of course, got to be present to win, so stay close for some giveaways that we have coming up towards the end of this broadcast. But in the meantime, a sneak peek of our Alaska cruise tour, land and sea, from Vancouver up to Fairbanks, Alaska.
Nestled on the fringes of the Arctic, Alaska beckons adventurers with its untamed wilderness and breathtaking landscapes. A land where glaciers meet the sea and where wildlife roams freely in vast, untouched realms. On an Alaska cruise with Celebrity, you'll journey along the state's southeastern coastline, visiting the most enchanting destinations in the 49th state. You'll sail on award-winning ships, experiencing the beauty of glaciers, nature's ever-changing and fragile masterpieces. But there's so much more of Alaska just waiting to be discovered. Before or after your cruise, extend your vacation with a multi-night cruise tour and experience the best of both land and sea. An Alaskan cross-country journey is as inspiring as the destinations you'll explore. You'll travel along the miles of scenic highways in luxury motor coaches, led by a dedicated local tour guide who will take care of all the details and bring you seamless service and local knowledge. A highlight of every Celebrity cruise tour is a scenic ride aboard the Wilderness Express train, which offers 360-degree views from dome windows, reclining leather seats, spacious interiors, fine cuisine prepared by the onboard chef in the dining section, along with full bar service at your seat. As you make your way across Alaska's interior, you'll stay in the finest lodgings available. These boutique properties range from the luxurious Alyeska Resort, whose amenities include a scenic gondola ride with epic mountain views, to the charmingly rustic Denali Park Village, whose buildings are tucked into a forested 20-acre site along the Nenana River. All hotels and lodges on your Alaska cruise tour will offer comfort, service, and authentic regional style for restful nights in the heart of every destination. On a Celebrity cruise tour, many favorite Alaska experiences are already included to help you explore the last frontier. In Denali, you'll travel into the heart of Denali National Park to marvel at the grandeur of North America's highest peak and spot wildlife hidden within the forested terrain. When overnighting in Seward, set sail on the Kenai Peninsula through the breathtaking Resurrection Bay or Kenai Fjords National Park, taking in the views of magnificent glaciers and a captivating variety of marine life, including seals, otters, orcas, and humpback whales. And on select visits to Fairbanks, you'll enjoy a scenic cruise down the Chena River on a riverboat sternwheeler, stopping along the way for a guided tour of an Athabascan Indian village. And with so much more to enjoy, along with plenty of time to unwind, explore on your own, or try an exciting optional excursion. Your Alaska adventure by land and sea will leave you with memories that last a lifetime. To book your epic Alaskan adventure, visit our website at celebrity.com Call us at 1-800-CELEBRITY or talk to your travel advisor. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more travel guides and inspiration.
And of course, talking to your travel advisor is the only way that you can book into Sail with Seth. So let's talk about our itinerary. Again, this is for 2025. So there was a little mix up that said some people said, wait, what about Alaska 2026? What's going on? Alaska 2025. So again, if you heard me talk about 2026, that was for Great Lakes. This is for 2025. And this is our Alaska cruise tour. Now, I will tell you that there are special prices that are taking place for Black Friday. So with that said, everyone who is watching, who is booked on this, already has the lowest pricing. So I want to let everyone know that. So if you say to yourself, wait, I'm on this cruise, and now you're talking about Black Friday specials, that you already have the best deal. But I will tell you, for new bookings, this is incredible, and you get some amazing pricing. So once again, August 29th to September 11th, 2025, Vancouver, we go through the Inside Passage, Ketchikan, Sitka, and so on. And then we have our train to Talkeetna, Denali, and to Fairbanks. Here's a better view of what we are going to be experiencing. If you look at the red dot there on the square that's to the left, it's Vancouver, and we go up to Seward. So we are going to go through the Inside Passage. We are going to Ketchikan, Sitka, Juneau, Icy Strait Point, which, by the way, home to my favorite zip line in the whole wide world. And you might be saying, are we going to do the zip line? And I am saying, yes, we are going to do the zip line. Absolutely. Okay. So yes, this is going to be fantastic. All right. And I will show you some pictures that we are going to experience. This, of course, is Vancouver, is in the upper left-hand side. In the middle is Juneau, the Gastineau Channel. We have our beautiful walks through the nature, again, throughout Southeast Alaska. We have our train ride, and that is going to be the Glass Dome car. If you've done Alaska, then you know all too well how amazing it is. But you truly have not done Alaska until you have done the land and the sea. That is a 1,000% fact, and I really do hope that you participate in this, or if you haven't, if you've already done this, then you know that I am right on this because it is great. You see the fall colors, and we'll experience the fall colors. And to the right is an iffy one, but it is, of course, the Northern Lights. The Northern Light dance over Fairbanks. It is a gorgeous month to see it. And the reason why September is such a gorgeous month is the fact that we have clear skies. So when we have those clear skies in Alaska, and specifically in September, it gives us such an amazing opportunity. We have early sunset time, so the opportunity to see that is great. And that's why we have selected the end of August into September. Not only that, but I have friends that work at the University of Alaska in Fairbanks in the Geomagnetic Institute. So we're hoping to get some behind the scenes Sail with Seth only stuff going on there. So it's really going to be a great, great cruise and a great opportunity for you to see Alaska's interior, of course, through fall. Now, this is what I have been tasked with. Everyone who is on this cruise, if we get 5 staterooms booked by next Friday, so we need 5 more staterooms by next Friday, we're all going to get $100 extra. Okay. It might not seem like a lot to you, but $100 is $100. So why not? So we need 5 more staterooms by next Friday. And you know what I love so much is our friend Prisby. And if you know Prisby, then you know how excited she is. And she's excited because she's on this trip and she says, go, go, go. So there you go, Prisby. Talk to your friends. Get everyone that you know to try to get on because we can all get $100 if 5 staterooms book. So once again, only 5 staterooms. You will receive an extra $100 of onboard credit. And then we're also going to give everyone who's already booked on that trip the $100 as well. So an easy $100 if you are interested. And once again, this is going to be a great cruise. This one is in 2025. So again, I will give you confirmation if we do get that $100 extra. But yes, shout it from the rooftops. Let us know what is going on. And you could see that we want you to have a wonderful time in Alaska. It really is going to be a wonderful time. And the cruise itself is great. So again, Celebrity Cruise from Vancouver up to Seward. And then we will take the train from Seward up to Anchorage for the night, and then Anchorage to Talkeetna for the night, Talkeetna to Denali for 2 nights, And then we are going to continue north up to Fairbanks for 2 nights. Anita says, I can't wait. Linda too. Yes, absolutely. Prisby saying, live your life. Let's do it. It's going to be fun. Andrea saying, the zip line is so much fun. And it really, really is. So once again, Alaska 2025 is where you want to be. And we are so excited to give you some amazing pricing that happens to do with that. So once again, that is going to take place. And I really am excited for you to enjoy Alaska in 2025. So to kind of give you a little bit of a recap of what we were talking about, if you are just joining us, our brand new Sail with Seth cruise on the Great Lakes. We are going to be visiting Michigan, Ohio, Ontario, Wisconsin, and all points in between. So send us an email, seth@sailwithseth.com. Don't forget that there is a lot included here on this cruise, and you will get an e-brochure with pricing and everything that is included. Again, the itinerary from Toronto to Milwaukee, and we will be cruising for 11 nights. Again, this is Toronto to Milwaukee, and I'm really, really excited for you to join us. Once again, 7 single staterooms are available, 20 total staterooms are available here on the Pearl Mist, and the Pearl Mist is going to be a wonderful ship. Again, if you have any questions on that, please email us, Seth@sailwithseth.com. Seth@sailwithseth.com. It really is going to be a fantastic trip. All right, so let's talk about our prizes, shall we? It's about 5:30 here in the West, 8:30 in the East. And cheers to whatever you are drinking and joining me from. All right, just looking at some of your comments here. Oh, the Millers have power back. All right, good. My Millers from Seattle. It was quite the storm that my friends had in Seattle, that's for sure. So I'm glad you guys got your power back. Prisby saying we can do a zip line race. We're in. We are in. I can't wait. All right, so let's talk about prizes because you are all here, okay, for prizes. Now, here's what we're going to do for the prizes. All right. What should we say? Go ahead and type in Great Lakes. If you want to be in the prize, go ahead and type in Great Lakes into the comment section, and that is going to get you included in our prize wheel. So once again, Great Lakes is what I need you to type in if you want to win a prize. So if you want to win a prize, type in Great Lakes, and I will be choosing from everyone who says Great Lakes. Okay, Great Lakes is what we're talking about because of our newest trip coming out. Of course, the Great Lakes in 2026. But type in Great Lakes, and there it will automatically put it into our system. It'll spin the wheel, and we have some prizes to give away. So while you are typing in Great Lakes, I want to let you know on some of the prizes that we are giving away. All right. So we have 4 $5 Florida Starbucks cards. And you're like, wait, Florida Starbucks cards? What are you talking about? They say Florida on them. And I've got 1. I've got 2. I've got 3. I've got 4. So 4 Florida Starbucks cards, giving you a little bit of warmth. If it's a little bit chilly, you look at these kind of collectible Florida Starbucks cards. So I've got 4 of these to give away. Okay, so these are going to be a prize. And then I also have 2 $25 Amazon gift cards to give away as well. Now, I will tell you that there are going to be some programming information here as we make our way over the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned to YouTube. Stay tuned to our Facebook channel because there are 2 programs that I want to let you know about. One is a really, really, really important show that I am working with my friends at Allianz with. So if you guessed it, with Allianz, it's all about insurance. The show is going to be kind of a Q&A because every single state has different insurance laws, and every state does. We can't make it a blanket type of thing. So we are going to keep it generic, but bottom line is it's going to answer a lot of questions for you when it comes to insurance, especially when we're talking about plans that are primary. What's the difference between primary and secondary travel insurance plans? What's the difference between 14-day waiting periods and not having that? All of the questions that you have given me and I've compiled with our friends at Allianz. So that is a show that I am going to be coming out with. And it's going to be one that I have put in a lot of research and time into, and I will be broadcasting that here shortly. I was going to say probably the first or second week of December as we go into the new year. I'm going to answer, is it worth it getting an annual plan? Is it worth it to just do trip by trip? If I do an annual plan, what does that mean for me? And all of that kind of good stuff. So once again, that is going to be an Insurance 101 type of class that I will have much more about. And then my holiday show, which I put together, and I wish I got a cutback from some of the different items, but I don't get any of that kind of stuff. I'm not an influencer, or so I'm told. But I go and I tell you in my holiday show, and if you watch the last couple of years, you know all about it. I tell you my favorite things that I travel with, and you might buy them for some stocking stuffers, or you might buy them for your own personal travels or what have you. But that is going to be Seth's top 10 things that I travel with, and I will be doing that show here in the next couple of weeks as well. So kind of a little bit of a programming plug, if you will. We'll be talking about insurance, and then of course we'll be talking about some of my favorite things. All right. So let's do some giveaways, shall we? Oh, by the way, we have Shane. Hello, Shane. Hi there. First time here. Good to see you, Shane. Thank you. And again, let me know whatever else is on your mind, Seth at sailwithseth.com for any e-brochures. We definitely want to get that going here. All right. So Great Lakes is what we have. Robert says, I wonder if he's looking at Facebook and not YouTube. I got you, Robert. Good to see you. And this last cruise ends in Milwaukee, so you're going to have to show us all around. Great Lakes is what you want to go, and we are going to do our first giveaway, and this is going to be one of the Starbucks cards, the Florida Starbucks cards. All right. So our winner is Kathy Aronson. Kathy, you've got a Starbucks card. Congratulations to you. We will be reaching out to you and getting your mailing address so we can go ahead and send that card out. So let me go ahead and jot your name down. So Kathy. So congratulations. And by the way, happy anniversary to you and to Lynn. So congratulations, Kathy. All right, here we go. We've got the next one, and the wheel continues to spin. And we've got Nancy Taft. Nancy Taft with a Florida gift card from Starbucks. So Nancy, congratulations. And I hope that you have a wonderful night in Gig Harbor. All right, we continue on. With our giveaway. Going to Tanya Galand. Tanya Galand. Congratulations, Tanya. We got you down for a gift card, Tanya Galand. And then our last gift card. This is, of course, is a $5 Starbucks gift card. So you can treat yourself to a fun drink. And there's some really cool drinks out there now, especially for the holidays. We've got Nancy Sturt. Nancy, hi there. Just spoke with you last night, Nancy. So congratulations to our winners for the Starbucks gift cards. So once again, we got Kathy, Nancy, Tanya, and Nancy. So 2 Nancys. Congratulations. And we will be sending those out to you. And I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. All right. We've got 2 $25 gift cards to use. And this, of course, is to Amazon. So once again, we will be sending you your Amazon. It's going to come over in an email. And these are 2 $25 Amazon gift cards. So let me know if you are interested in that. Again, Great Lakes. If you've already put in Great Lakes, no need to worry that. I'm going to reshuffle everything around here, and we will go ahead and pick up. So Great Lakes is what you want to put in here, and Great Lakes is going to get you either a $25 Amazon gift card now, and that's what we've got. All right, so we've got our first gift card, our first $25 gift card as our wheel spins. Unfortunately, I can't kind of share my screen and show you here what we're looking at. because this system just doesn't do that. But all right, we've got, oh, nice. Carl Fritschel. Carl, I never got your last name right, and I know, and I'm so sorry, but Carl, this is the winner. There he is, Carl, who was on our Edge cruise in Alaska. So congratulations. $25 gift card is coming for you. And of course, we are going to have more giveaways at my holiday show that's coming up here in just a couple of weeks. And then we have our final one is GT Terry. GT Terry. So GT Terry. All right. Congratulations to you, GT Terry. So send me an email, send me a message and let me know what your email is, so we can get you out your gift card. So once again, your gift cards are coming your way. So I hope that you had a great night. Let me know if you have any other questions whatsoever. It's been great chatting with you. I do want to go over real quick about what we discussed and our lineup for 2025 into 2026. If you are just joining us, once again, we have our, let me take off GT Terry's name here because comments. Hide comment. All right, there you go. All right, now you get to see our 2025 lineup, again, from New Zealand all the way to the Christmas markets on the Danube. The Arctic Expedition, our Venice trip, and the JBF Culinary Cruise, those are very, very limited in availability. Of course, Antarctica, the Cambodia and Vietnam, and our new edition, of course, which is the Great Lakes. Limited availability because I only have a small amount of solo staterooms available on that one. And then our Solar Eclipse Quest and our Stars of South Africa are sold out. Once again, the Great Lakes starts May 22nd to June 2nd. We'll be visiting Toronto and all points in between. So once again, this trip is going to be a wonderful trip in the sense that we are really going to be encompassing the Great Lakes and really kind of diving right into everything, because you get to see here from Toronto to Milwaukee. We'll be stopping in Cleveland. I know I will be going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Maybe you will be as well with me. Over to Detroit. We'll go to the Motown Museum. There's so much to see and do. And downtown Detroit has really kind of cleaned up its image lately. So that's always a great thing. And we'll be going to Mackinac and Sault Ste. Marie and then ending in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So there is a lot included there. If you want an e-brochure, please go ahead and send me that email at seth@sailwithseth.com. We'll get that over to you. And of course, we will have pricing information on there. And our Alaska cruise tour is August to September of 2025. This is going from Vancouver, BC, north to Seward. And then we continue our trek from Seward up to Fairbanks. And that is all done by train. So the short little bus ride from Seward to Anchorage, that's it when it comes to a bus. And then we will be on a train. And Celebrity has their own train, updated train, and gorgeous glass dome train from Anchorage up to Fairbanks and all points in between. If we can get 5 more staterooms, Celebrity will give us an extra $100 per stateroom to spend on board. But we need 5 bookings to make that happen. And if you're interested in the Alaska cruise tour, please send us a brochure. Again, Seth@sailwithseth.com. So congratulations to everyone there for all the winners. And in advance, I want to say a happy Thanksgiving. I'll be celebrating Thanksgiving here with my family in Las Vegas, and it is going to be a wonderful time. I can't wait to do that. Should be a great, great, great feast. And then, of course, we have our Panama Canal cruise. Our next group cruise, our next Sail with Seth cruise, that'll take place on Windstar Cruises. That ship is sold out, completely sold out from Costa Rica through the Panama Canal. We're on a small sailing ship, so I can't wait to bring you the video of us going through the Panama Canal on such a small sailing ship. It's going to be a very, very different experience than, say, you might have done it on a large cruise ship. So this is going to be on a smaller sailing ship, and it is going to be a wonderful way of seeing the Panama Canal. So once again, thank you so much for being here tonight. Congratulations to all the winners. Winners, if you can go ahead and email me your address, your mailing address, So you can email that to me at seth@sailwithseth.com. Your mailing address. So I'm talking to Kathy, Nancy, Tanya, and Nancy. Send me your mailing address. Even though you think I might have it, just make sure I have it, and I'll get you that information. And to GT, Terry, and Carl, if you can send me over an email with a good email address so I can send you over your Amazon gift card. So again, have a great rest of your night, friends. I will see you next time right here. Again, more on insurance. Again, that's going to be a great, great course. It's really the Sail with Seth Insurance 101 course that I'm going to be giving, just to make sure that everyone is on the same kind of page when it comes to insurance, because travel insurance is one that is so important. And then, of course, my favorite things when I travel, I'll have that show as well. So again, happy Thanksgiving, my friends. Thanks again for being a part of the Sail with Seth family. Thanks for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful night. And until next time, we'll see you right back here. Have a great rest of the work week and a great weekend into Thanksgiving week. Bye for now, friends.